Coming up on the Met Report, we'll preview the upcoming season for men's and women's soccer.
The high prices for guacamole are not the only complaints Chipotle customers are having.
And the new SGA leaders have big plans for the semester.
All this and much more coming up on the Met Report.
Welcome to the Met Report. I'm Anthony Rodriguez.
And I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. A shooting on the area campus. At approximately 9:45 p.m. Wednesday night at the Area West Light Rail Station, one person was shot after an altercation on a light rail train station following a potential robbery attempt. A suspect was arrested following the incident, and a man injured in the shooting is in stable condition as their injuries are not considered life-threatening. The Met Report will bring you more details as they become available.
Recently elected representatives of the Student Government Association are starting their tenure with a lot on their agenda. Janice Carrasquel tells us more.
While many students were enjoying summer, MSU Denver newly elected SGA officials were working to change campus life.
And so we're ready to kind of just like press play on everything that we've been doing.
They are starting an improved system to help student organizations plan and fund activities and causes. It's called Student Org Campus Event Funding.
I think it's going to impact them greatly because not only do we have the ability to fund events for organization on campus, but we also are implementing a student organization council.
The council wants to meet once a month to meet leaders of different student organizations.
Just to talk about what everyone's doing, what other organizations are doing, and there's another one that also wants to do the same. How can we combine both forces so they can both use resources, less resources, but a bigger impact?
SGA members say they plan to be in all major activities and interact with students as much as possible so they can better see their interests.
And events such as like Fall Fest, Spring Fling, all these events, we're going to be there just so we can get to know who every single student is.
For the Met Report, Janice Carrasquel.
Haunted places, the Wild West, and more of Denver's rich past will be featured in a one-hour historic tour through Denver Civic Center. Led by history professor Kevin Rucker, the tour is a part of Metro's 50th anniversary celebrations and runs from 11 a.m. to noon on Tuesdays and Thursdays, September 10th through October 8th. For more information or to reserve a spot, visit msudenver.edu/50.
An interim site is now available for a new all-in-one site for all your MSU Denver accounts. The new outlet will still be called ConnectU, with access to Blackboard, email, and the traditional banner system, all from one login.
Attention students looking for a club sport, the Metro State Women's Lacrosse team might be for you. The team is looking for motivated individuals for recruitment for the new school year. The team is open to all individuals' abilities and skill levels. For more information or to register, visit the lacrosse team's website or contact Erin Meyer at jmeyer60@msudenver.edu. Well, Anthony, I know you're a big sports fan, so are you going to try out for the lacrosse team?
Well, I'm not going to try out for the women's lacrosse team. I'll think about trying out maybe for the men's. What about the women's team for you?
I'm better at catching colds, so I watch from the sidelines.
Yeah, I rather prefer hockey, so yeah. Lacrosse is still really awesome, though, yes. So I'll think about it.
Well, now joining us for weather is Sergio Ornelas.
Thank you, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday, as we are already seeing some beautiful conditions here in the metropolitan area. We currently sit at a nice temperature at 84 degrees with plenty of sunshine expected throughout the day, with a few winds coming in from the south at 11 miles per hour. The minimum for tonight, only 61 degrees. Let's take a look at the temperatures hour by hour. Between the 2 and the 3 o'clock period, we'll be in similar temperatures. By 4 and 5 p.m. we will start moving toward the lower 80s. Now let's take a look at the Denver temperatures for the month of September. The high would be sitting at 83 degrees and the low at 53 degrees. The record high temperature was set in 1995 with a record high of 97 degrees and the record low in 1968 with a low of 40 degrees. For tomorrow, the conditions will remain very similar as today, with an 85-degree weather, plenty of sunshine, with the exception of a few clouds moving into the metro area, but nothing to worry about. So expect very good conditions for your Labor Day weekend. Just a few minutes, I will have the extended forecast, but for now, back to you guys.
Thanks, Sergio. Coming up after the break,
we'll update you on the violence on the Colombian border.
And coming up later in sports, along with season previews, we will also introduce you to MSU Denver's new athletic director. We'll be right back.
Hey Roadrunners, my name is Mario Sinelli, Chief Editor of the Metropolitan, our school's weekly, student-run newspaper. And this is what we do.
Check us out for all the latest in Roadrunner sports, all the latest in entertainment and reviews, all the latest in MSU Denver news and other local happenings. And we're always looking for new writers, photographers, and copy editors. So if you're interested in being part of the staff, visit Tivoli Room 313.
The Metropolitan is the student voice of MSU Denver. Let your voice be heard.
Welcome back. The border crisis between Venezuela and Colombia intensifies. Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos condemned the mass deportation without litigation of at least 1,000 Colombian immigrants. Another 12,000 Colombians left Venezuela by foot, carrying their belongings in the last 10 days, fearing persecution. 30% of them are children. The Colombian government is setting refugee camps for these families and say they are seriously considering taking the case to the International Criminal Court and the UN.
Western Union, the company known for the wire transfer of money, is being monitored by an outside source after allegedly allowing transfers to go to illicit drug lords and smugglers in Mexico. The move comes after the firing of the third company monitored, Ted Greenberg, after an agreement between the Arizona Attorney General and the company.
The popular Denver-based Chipotle is taking some heat from customers, and it isn't about paying extra for the guac. The complaints come after the food giant promised to stop serving foods made with genetically modified ingredients back in April. A class action lawsuit filed in court on Monday claims that the marketing was misleading and deceptive, and their meat, cheese, and sour cream is made from animals fed with GMO soy and corn.
Two sisters are singing their way onto Colorado's music scene. Miranda McHodgkins has the story.
Love each other most of the time.
Like many siblings, Caitlin and Sydney Powell have their share of sisterly fights, but spend most of their time working on a shared passion of singing and playing music. The sisterly duo goes by the name Facing West.
We can see Mount Evans from our house up in Evergreen, and so I'm sitting there making up horrible band names because
so many bad band
I
names.
was less than a genius when it came to band names. So we're sitting there, my dad's like, "Isn't it so cool to like be looking like in Facing West?" I was like, "Dad, that's it. That's the band name."
They've been singing and playing music since they were young and have developed their sound into alternative country, performing at places like Headwaters Country Jam, Heaven Fest, and singing the national anthem at a Rockies game. In 2013, at a Battle of the Bands competition, the girls were noticed by Scotty Flint, who ended up signing them to Pando Records.
So we signed the contract with Pando on December 13th, 2014, which was like the greatest day ever to sign a
12,
contract.
13, 14, which is the coolest day to sign a record contract.
To make time for their new lifestyle, the girls became homeschooled.
Well, one of us was in the vocal booth, the other one would be doing like math.
Their first single, Anchor, was released on iTunes in March. Then they worked on a full album called Long Way Home.
Most of our songs are about the problems and the good things that we're dealing with in life.
The album was recently released in July.
It's just been so insane.
For the Met Report, Miranda McHodgkins.
Concert goers rejoice. The Red Rock season just got a little longer. Known for its musical stage, recreational variety, and geological beauty, Red Rock's amphitheater continues its Summer Jeep concert series. The popular venue will host its first Halloween hip-hop show this year on October 31st. Featured artists that will be rocking the spooky stage include Tory Lanez, Mac Miller, Action Bronson, and Flatbush Zombies, with special guests Gold Link and Domo Genesis. Tickets can be purchased through AEG or Cervantes.
Well, as I mentioned before, we are expecting very good conditions for Labor Day weekend. As you can tell, across our state on our Saturday, local forecast will be under partly sunny skies with 85 degrees here in Denver. Down in Colorado Springs with 83-degree weather. Over to Lamar will be reaching 96 degrees. Over to the western slope of the state in Grand Junction, we'll be having a small probability of a few rain showers, but nothing major, with an 82 high temperature. For our Sunday local forecast, things will be changing much. As you can tell, here in the Denver area with an 84-degree temperature. Colorado Springs 84, over to Waller with 83 degrees. In Lamar, 95 degrees, and over to Grand Junction, things will get to will clear up a little bit, giving us a nice 82 degree in Grand Junction. Taking a look at our Saturday national forecast, as you can see, we have a high pressure system giving us those summer-like temperatures over in the eastern coast. We have a low pressure system bringing a lot of precipitation to the eastern states. For our Sunday national forecast, things will clear up over the east coast, but and over our state we will remain with a high pressure system, and over the Midwest we will be having a cold front, giving the states plenty of precipitation over the states in the Mid-Lakes areas. So now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. We start with Monday with a temperature of 84 degrees in the high. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be in the low 80s with clear skies on Wednesday and Friday. So really nothing to worry about. Good conditions for Labor Day weekend. Any plans?
No, but I'm ready for the fall.
Yes.
I'm ready for that weather. It's gonna be nice, getting that chilly.
Nice, cool weather.
As long as it's push back that snow, the winter, just a couple more months of just enjoy it, and no bad roads out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Favorite season of the year.
Yeah, fall's awesome.
I agree.
Well, stay tuned. Melanie brings us the exclusive on the VMAs.
We'll be right back.
MyMetMedia.com is a new interactive website. Watch full newscasts from the Met Report. The Metropolitan have you covered. K-Met Radio have everything you need 24 hours a day. El Noticiero TV Met give you news in Spanish. How to advertise with us? Email sales@metmedia.com.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
Is Melanie Townsend. Melanie, I'm sure you have something to say about this year's VMAs craziness.
Oh, Jocelyn, there was a whole lot happening in this year's VMAs, and I can say some things for sure. For those of you who missed the show, don't worry because I've got you covered with a VMA update later. For now, let's catch up on our entertainment news countdown in EMET's Top 5.
Food lovers, are you ready to get your grub on once again? The Taste of Colorado 4-Day Food Festival is celebrating its 32nd year in Colorado, with vendors from 50 local restaurants and bars and 275 booths full of crafts and market goods. Let's not forget the live entertainment lineup at TOC. Kansas performs tonight, while Mary Lambert, Morris Day, and Joan Jett perform this weekend. You can even enter in the all-new Lip Sync Rock Battle, which pays tribute to some classic rock tunes. Well, hallelujah, Tony Award-winning musical is back in town. Denver just can't seem to get enough of the Book of Mormon. South Park creators' hilarious satirical play on Mormon faith is now at the Ellie Culkins Opera House in the Denver Performing Arts Complex, playing every Saturday and Sunday until September 13th. From the theater stage to the ballroom floor, at number 3, ABC has released the star-studded lineup for the 21st season of Dancing with the Stars. Are you ready for this? Nick Carter, Shaka Khan, Gary Busey, Real Housewives Kim Zolciak, and Paula Deen, y'all, are just a few that will be making their DWS debut. The show is also bringing back favorited dancers like Tony Dovolani, Karina Smirnoff, and Derek Huff. DWS airs September 14th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and this is no doubt going to be one interesting season. While we would all love to see a nice, tall, dark, and handsome change in the 007 franchise, James Bond novelist Anthony Horowitz says otherwise. Fans are clamoring over English actor Idris Elba to play the future 007 role in Trigger Mortis. But Horowitz said Elba's personality on the silver screen is probably a bit too street for Bond. The comment created such a firestorm of outrage over the internet. Horowitz apologized for his statement, saying Idris is a talented actor and is mortified if he caused any offense. And finally, at number 1 for our viral vid of the week, "I am never going back in the water." A hilarious statement from an Aussie anchor's reaction to a gargantuan shark leaping out of the sea.
I am never going back in the water.
Me either. No way.
That's it.
Ah,
That's the biggest thing I've ever seen.
stuffed summer.
No. Let's go to the local pool.
Oh my god, I've seen that video more than 10 times and it never gets old, especially with those awesome Aussie accents. Well, giant sharks, Bond characters, and dancing celebs aren't the only things causing a stir on the internet. This year's VMAs, hosted by none other than Miss Miley Cyrus, were interesting, to say the least. Tomas Lopez gives us the recap.
The 2015 MTV Video Music Awards this past weekend were quite exciting. MTV opened the show with Nicki Minaj performing one of her hit singles when lo and behold, out pops Taylor Swift, ending the feud between the two divas. Nicki Minaj won the award for Best Hip Hop Video. Minaj then followed up with a touching speech right before this.
Back to this that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good? Hey.
Justin Bieber made a huge return to the stage after 2 years of bad boy behavior. Biebs killed it and then awkwardly broke down towards the end of his performance. Finally, it was the tea when singer Taylor Swift presented Kanye West with the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. West then began to blast awards shows, including the VMAs, right before announcing he'll be running for president in year 2020.
I have decided in 2020 to run for president.
Taylor Swift walks away with the video of the year, all before Miley ended the show with an extravagant performance and then releasing her album, Miley and Her Dead Pets. Many stars have stated the show has slowly declined over the years. Rapper Azalea Banks takes the last word with her tweet stating, "It's so funny to wake up and see Nicki and Miley or Nicki and Taylor fighting when you all make basic music. It's a key." Well, that's the scoop on your 2015 MTV Video Music Awards. I'm Tomas Lopez with the Met Report.
I agree with Pink and others that the VMAs have completely changed over the years, and the verdict is still out on whether or not that's a good or a bad thing. I can only imagine what next year will look like. Yeek. Well, people may be flocking to the Opera House for the Book of Mormon this weekend, but don't forget about the local movie theater as well. I have a must-see that I'm pretty sure will drive audiences wild. Let's take a look.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? You gotta check it out. I wanna see that.
That's so cool. I can't wait.
We have to go and check that out.
Let's see.
You think this is the first time someone's held a gun to my head?
Well, my guess would be no. The Transporter franchise has got a new, devilishly handsome look, with English actor Ed Skrein replacing Statham's iconic role in the new Transporter Refueled. Shot in beautiful Paris, France, things get off to a speedy start when Frank Martin picks up a sleek and deadly assassin, along with her chic accomplices. It isn't long before Martin and his femme fatales are caught up in a deadly game of cat and mouse with a notorious Russian kingpin. Another fantastic installment of the Transporter franchise with more car chases, martial arts, gunfights and explosions, and this guy. Check out this new action thriller in a theater near you.
Thomas.
And if you can't make it to the theater, then please get in front of a computer screen to see the latest Bieber vid. No, the Biebs is not weepy-eyed in this video, but his new music vid for his new song, What Do You Mean, does contain a more adulterated version of the pop singer due to his steamy rom scene with alleged girlfriend and Playboy model Xenia Deli. The Canadian singer has made yet another catchy tune, and it's not hard to sing along with the Biebs due to its repetitive lyrics.
When you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no, what do you mean?
Well, guys, I have a little soft spot in my heart for Justin Bieber because his thing on the VMAs when he started crying, I think it kind of shows that he's kind of sorry for his past actions and stuff. And I love his new song, okay? Jocelyn can attest that I've been playing that.
It's very
It's catchy.
I'm gonna let you finish. But Melanie Towns is like the best entertainment producer of all time.
Oh,
of all
Ann.
time.
Thank
No,
you, Kanye. Are you going to run for president,
I
too?
don't think so.
No?
I think I'm off the ballot. Okay.
Darn.
Well, don't go anywhere. Sports is next.
And the Roadrunners, their third straight regional title.
You love Roadrunner sports, and so do we. From high-flying Metro State action to in-depth interviews with coaches, players, and staff, the Roadrunner Review is here to keep you up to date with everything that is Metro State sports.
Yeah, there we go.
Check us out on Altitude Sports and Entertainment, Comcast CET, and at GoMetroState.com to follow your Roadrunners all season long.
Roadrunners with our impressive comeback.
So tune in and get rowdy.
Now joining us for Met Report Sports is John Madden.
MSU Denver sports are gearing up for a new season, and with that comes new levels of excitement and hope. Kind of like a freshman going into high school. Well, until they get beat up, shoved into lockers, and get their lunch money taken. Sorry, kid. But Metro Sports has a reason to be way more optimistic for the future, starting with men's soccer, who finished last season 10-8 after being eliminated by Regis in the RMAC tournament. Here's a few things to take note of for their upcoming season. The Roadrunners were picked third in the RMAC preseason poll, tied with Regis, just behind Colorado School of Mines and Fort Lewis. On September 25th, Mines makes a trip to the Regency Athletic Complex to take on Metro, and Metro gets a chance for that sweet revenge against Regis on October 9th, also at the RAC. Forwards Danny Arubula and Josh Belfridge and midfielder Dustin Berg were named preseason All-RMAC, and the team is returning 10 starters. However, head coach Ken Parsons stepped down after 11 years, and assistant head coach Jeremy Tittle was promoted to interim head coach. They begin their regular season later tonight against Dixie State in Utah. Last week, men's soccer had one last tune-up exhibition game at the Regency Athletic Complex, and as the great American poet Jay-Z once said, "Can I kick it?"
Yes, you can.
The Roadrunners did just that, defeating the Laramie County Community College 3-1. Jeff Gillis and Josh Belfridge each had a goal for Metro, who overcame a slow start and a 1-0 deficit. One of LCCC's defenders headed a shot into their own net to give Metro their other goal. And that's a terrible mistake to make, like typing the word public and forgetting the L. Goalies Jorge Vega and James Tanner combined for 4 saves for the victory. Women's soccer comes into their season with high expectations after their 14-2-5 record from last year. With 2 All-RMAC preseason selections and senior midfielder Jordan Post and junior defender Alexi Marr leading the way, the Lady Roadrunners are looking to advance to the NCAA tournament for the 14th consecutive year. Here's Anthony Rodriguez with the season preview.
Picked to finish second in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference coaches poll, 2015 provides a tough task for the women's soccer squad, overcoming the loss of 8 seniors and welcoming in 11 new faces to the team.
Yeah, obviously we lost a lot of our attack last year. I think we have some players that are definitely going to step up for us, that are returners as well as new players. But, the one thing that we're really emphasizing this season is our defense. And, like I told the girls after training today, our defense will be our best offense this year.
I definitely think we had a lot of players stay home. We had a lot of players continue. So building off of our defense only makes our offense better. So if we can, hold our defense strong, our mids are going to work off of them, and that's also going to transfer to the forwards. I think we're going to be pretty good this year.
24 of the 33 goals that were scored last year came from players who are no longer on the team, but the confidence level is still at an all-time high.
Well, we're Metro State women's soccer, So, we have brought in phenomenal players, we have phenomenal players, and we all have worked really hard to put the ball in the back of the net, and that's what we're going to do.
I'd say the confidence level is pretty high. I believe in everyone on the team, and just from, I mean, if preseason would be going different right now, maybe not, but it's been going so well so far, so I do have a lot of confidence in all of us.
Aside from losing seniors, bringing in a whole new crop of Roadrunners, and trying to build new chemistry, there's a much different and much more unique challenge that is also part of the equation.
My priority this season, obviously, take care of my child, but hopefully, everything's gone pretty smooth so far in my pregnancy. So, I will be out a little bit at some point in the season, and hopefully I can get right back into it once the baby permits.
I think it's really cool she's pregnant. I mean, it's a different dynamic, but I love that she's still out here in 90-degree weather coaching for us, and she's a little less intimidating in her chair, so that's kind of great. But yeah, I think she's doing a great job.
To be quite honest, it's actually been a little bit harder than I thought it would be. As long as everyone's helping me out, I think I'll be fine. But, like I said, we'll see. Each game, each day is a different day, and taking it day by day. But so far, so good.
For the Met Report, Anthony Rodriguez.
The theme of the sports segment today has been new. I've said new as many times as Kanye West has made himself look like an idiot. So, a lot. And both trends will continue as Metro also has a new athletic director. Dr. Anthony Grant has taken over the helm, and he was welcomed with the press conference last week. Mic check.
It's my pleasure to bring up our Director of Athletics at Metropolitan State University of Denver, Dr. Anthony Grant. Anthony, welcome.
Truly excited to be here. As I said, there's a good fit for me. It just feels right here. Going through the interview process didn't really seem like an interview. It seemed like a conversation.
And I truly believe that we have found someone to lead our athletics program who embodies the values that we hold here at MSU Denver.
There's a tradition of success and there's a pride here. And so there's expectation to win at the national level, regional, conference, across the board.
Anthony Grant's proven record in providing student athletes with a quality experience is one of the many reasons that he stood out.
I bring a focus that is student athlete centered. We're going to be marked by our commitment to excellence, both academically and athletically. I'd like to thank you for your support, and go Roadrunners.
Well, exciting times with the upcoming season's beginning, and next week we'll be continuing our season previews by looking ahead to women's volleyball.
Yeah, I think the athletic program is heading in a great direction. Dr. Anthony Grant's bringing it obviously to another level. On campus, maybe a couple years down the road, it's possible Division I sports maybe.
That'd be great.
And to speak about the soccer team, I actually recognize one of the team players, Mackenzie Reiber. I went to high school with her. And it's great to see that she's doing great things on the soccer team as well as the other girls. So I wish them all the luck in the world.
Yeah, women's soccer and then all fall sports, John. It's here.
Exciting times.
Absolutely, man.
Well, that does it for this week's edition for the Met Report. For Sergio Ornelas, Melanie Townsend, John Madden, Anthony Rodriguez, and the entire Metro staff, I'm Dr. Madden.
And don't forget to check us out on mymetmedia.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at The Met Report. We'll see you on campus.